Class is in session. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I'm not in my usual setup because my lady, she's sleeping in the room, and my room is where I usually have my YouTube setup, but forget that. So I don't have a nice exquisite background for you guys. For today's video, I want to talk about My Hero Academia. So I actually have like a kind of love-hate relationship with the series. On one hand, I really enjoy it, and on the other, I'm kind of bored with it. And I just wanted to spend this video explaining why to you guys. So first of all, I've discovered My Hero Academia, I think with everyone else back in like 2014 or 15. And around that time, Naruto was just about finishing up, and you know, I got into like Naruto because of DBZ ending, and I wanted something to replace that. And then once Naruto ended, I wanted something to replace Naruto, a series that I could keep following. I discovered RWBY around that time too. Well, a friend introduced RWBY to me, and I already discussed how I feel about that series. So if you want to know my opinions on that, you could go check it out, and my why I dropped the RWBY series. So yeah, like around the time Naruto ended, I needed something to replace that fandom, that crave for a fandom that I had in Naruto. So I picked up the manga, the first manga for My Hero Academia. I sat on it for a few months. I had bought it in America, and then I went back to Japan, and I don't think I ever picked it up to read it for like a few months. It's been sitting on my desk for like a few months back in like 2015. But then I picked it up, and I'm like, all right, yeah, this is good. I like the anime series. The animation is really good. It's beautiful. There's a lot of good action in it. For example, like the All Might versus All For One fight, the United States of Smash, that was greatness. The Deku versus Overhaul fight, where he got his what does he call it? The one for all 100% mode activated. That was pretty cool. The Bakugo versus Deku, the second fight, especially the animated version of it, was amazing. The manga is well drawn. There's so many beautiful panels. I think Horikoshi, the author, he's an amazing artist. The animation I mentioned briefly before, but again, it's beautifully animated. I enjoy it. Like, the anime is actually good. It's legitimately good. I love the characters. Bakugo, I love Deku, I love Todoroki, I love Ida, I love Tsuyu, the frog superhero, I love Mineta, the pervert, I love Kirishima, I love Aizawa Sensei, he kind of reminds me of Kakashi. I love Toga, I love Dabi, I love Shigaraki, I love Endeavor, All Might. Yes, there's so many good parts of this series. I could make a whole video just talking about all the good parts. So you're probably wondering, like, if I love so much about this series, like, what's my problem with it? Why am I bored with My Hero Academia? Well, for one, if you haven't noticed, I listed a lot of characters. There are a lot of characters in this series. Like, I mean, Naruto had a lot of characters too when I think back to it, but they killed some characters off. Some they didn't give development at all. It's just too much to keep up with in My Hero Academia. Like, my brain can't keep up with like 50 plus characters. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta like decrease that amount some. So yeah, it's just too many characters. There are some slow moments in between major arcs that get kind of boring. Like the training arc that they had with Class A with Class B, where Shinzo, he joined Class A, and he was showing off like his skills and everything. And then Deku first released like the Black Whip. Like, I mean, that Black Whip moment, that was pretty cool and all, but like, just that whole entire training arc was kind of boring. I was just like, yeah, can we just skip to like the next arc or whatever? Like I said, there are some boring moments. I think the I forget the guy's name. He was kind of like a circus clown or magician or whatever, and he had the little girl as like his assistant, and it was like around the school festival arc, like right before they kicked off the school festival and everything. yeah, I think that whole entire arc with Deku versus that guy, it was kind of boring. I think his name was Magnifico or something like I can't even remember his name. But yeah, that arc was kind of slow for me. There are a lot of predictable moments, like up in the recent chapter 290, they reveal, spoiler alert, that Dabi is Todoroki's brother and Endeavor's long lost son. So, I mean, I think all fans of the series kind of knew that was going to happen, but yeah, they revealed that just within the last chapter. There are too many quirks in this series. Some quirks are not so good, like the meat grinder quirk, like the guy, when they had the hero licensing exam, the one guy, he had like a quirk where he could turn like his opponent into like basically like a meatball or whatever, something like that. Like, I mean, it's unique, whatever, but it's kind of like a dumb quirk in my opinion. I didn't really like it. Yeah. So I was reading this manga religiously, and then like around, let's say like 2017 or 18, I kind of just stopped reading it. And in my defense, I was kind of busy around that time. I was in grad school and I really didn't have time to read manga like that in grad school. But at the same time, I would have like spared some moments. Like, I was watching Dragon Ball Super, the anime. I made sure I take some time out of my week to watch the Dragon Ball Super anime, especially when they had the Tournament of Power arc. That was hype. I made sure that I had some time out of my week so I could watch that. But I could have made that time for My Hero Academia too. And I used to watch a lot of YouTube reviewers around that time too, like especially like on my walks to school, like Chibi Reviews and for Neverworld, whenever he used to talk about it. There's a bunch of other YouTubers out there that I used to watch too. But yeah, like I took like a 2-year break from it, and I think where I left off was around like chapter 200 or something. And then I just got back into it like maybe a couple of months ago, and I had to read from chapter 200, and I think around this time we were close to like 270, and I read up to like chapter 220, where they just started to introduce the Villain League or whatever, and I just dropped it. I just dropped it from 220, and I just skipped all the chapters and started reading from like 270, and it's been pretty good right there. Like, I was kind of confused when I started seeing the big giant, I think Gigantomachia, the giant humongous villain just rampaging through like all the different cities. I was kind of confused, like, oh, what's going on? Why is he doing this? But it's like my fault because I didn't read the previous chapters to figure out what was going on. And then I see like Shigaraki going hard on like Deku and Endeavor and just rampaging through everyone. Yeah, I was kind of like confused on all that. But then like it started making sense. I just started putting Mrs. Pieces together, even though I haven't read it. I'm gonna go back and read those chapters eventually. But yeah, it just got kind of boring and slow for me, so I just like kind of tuned out. But now I'm starting to get back into it. It's starting to get hype again. It's starting to get good again, and it's a good series. So yeah, I'm gonna go back and read all those chapters. So yeah, I'm still a fan of the series, even though I'm not like a big fan of it like I was of like Dragon Ball Z or Naruto. Like I said, I bought the manga, the first book at least. I don't have any others. Yeah, this one's pretty amazing. I actually bought a Nintendo DS just so I can get this game in Japan. I bought a pink 3DS, Japanese 3DS, just so I could play this game, and it's alright. It was the very first My Hero Academia video game that ever came out. I don't own One's Justice or One's Justice 2. I might own it eventually, buy it eventually when it goes on sale, like maybe for like under $20 or whatever. But for right now, yeah, I don't own it. But yeah, I think, yeah, I'm gonna keep reading the chapters from now. As of today, I believe that chapter 291 is gonna come out like around 11 o'clock. And I'm pretty hyped for it. I'm pretty excited for it. I'm going to check it out. If something major happens in the chapter, I can't talk today. If something major happens in the chapter, I may be back on here making another video about it if it's hype. Yeah, but chapter 290 was pretty good. Again, Dabi, he was revealed to be Todoroki's brother, and now I guess in chapter 291, Dabi, Todoroki, and Endeavor, they're going to have a big fight. It's going to be pretty good. Yeah, it's a lot going down. You got the gigantic Gigantomachia, the gigantic villain there. You got Shigaraki. He's pretty banged up, but like he might put some paws on like some of the other some of the other heroes that were there. It's gonna be some good stuff that's gonna go down in 291. All right. But that's all I have for this video. If you like what you saw today, make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And like I said, if there's something good that happens in 291, I mean, maybe back in front of the camera, making a video for you guys talking about it, and let's get a conversation going on in the chat, in the comment section. So if you are a big fan of My Hero Academia, or if you dropped the series, I want to know why. Let's get a conversation going. I want to interact with you guys. So make sure to stay tuned for some more videos. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And thanks for watching. I'm out.